People think the worst moment in a thief's life is when they get caught, but that's not true. The worst moment is when you realize you've been living a lie so perfectly that even you started believing it. And that was exactly my story. If you had looked at my life from the outside, you would have thought I was living the dream. Beautiful clothes, flawless wigs, expensive perfumes, the newest phone, pictures that looked like they belonged in a lifestyle magazine. People used to say things like, "Your life is so soft," "You're blessed," "I wish I had your lifestyle." And every time someone said that, I would smile. But deep down, my chest would tighten, because the truth was something no one knew. The lifestyle everyone admired was built on secrets, and the biggest secret of all, some of the things they envied, I stole. I didn't start out as a thief. No child grows up dreaming about stealing. I was just a girl who watched other girls live the kind of life I thought I deserved. I watched them walk confidently into rooms wearing clothes that probably cost more than everything in my wardrobe combined. I watched their shiny hair, their designer bags, their perfect nails. Meanwhile, I learned how to smile even when I felt invisible. And slowly, something dangerous started growing inside me. Not hatred, not anger, just a quiet whisper that said, "Why not you?" The first time I stole something, it was almost laughably small. A lipstick. I remember the exact moment. I was standing in the store, holding it, pretending to examine the color, while my heart was pounding like a drum. My hands were sweating. I kept looking around, convinced someone was watching me. Then a thought crossed my mind. They won't even notice. That store had hundreds of lipsticks. One missing wouldn't matter. At least that's what I told myself. So I slipped it quietly into my bag, and I walked out. Every step toward the door felt like I was walking through fire. But when I stepped outside and no one stopped me, a strange feeling washed over me. Relief, excitement, power. And that was the moment everything changed. After that day, the fear slowly disappeared, and the excuses became easier. First, it was small things: lipsticks, earrings, hair accessories. Then it became bigger things: clothes, perfumes, shoes. And each time I told myself the same story. Life has never been fair to me. I deserve nice things too. Everyone else already has them. Slowly, my life started transforming. My wardrobe became beautiful. My photos became stunning. My social media looked like the life of someone who had truly made it. People admired me. Girls asked me where I shopped. Some even asked me for advice on how to upgrade their lifestyle. If only they knew the truth. Behind every perfect photo was a secret that followed me everywhere. A quiet fear that one day everything would collapse. But the strange thing about living like that is, you don't realize how heavy the secret is until something shakes you awake. And for me, that moment came in the most unexpected way. Not through the police, not through a security guard, but through a child. One afternoon, I walked into a store again. By then, stealing had become something I barely thought about. I picked up a beautiful item, something expensive, something I definitely could not afford. I looked around. Everything seemed normal, so I did what I had done so many times before. I slipped it quietly into my bag. But as I lifted my head, I saw someone staring at me. A little girl. She couldn't have been older than 8. She was standing a few feet away, holding her mother's hand. Her eyes were wide, not angry, not scared, just watching. And in that moment, something inside me broke. Because suddenly, I imagined something terrifying. What if she thought what I just did was normal? What if she believed this was how adults lived? What if years from now she did the same thing because she once watched someone like me do it? I quickly left the store, but that little girl's face stayed in my mind. All the way home, all night. For the first time, I didn't feel clever. I didn't feel lucky. I felt ashamed, because the lifestyle I had worked so hard to create wasn't impressive. It was fake. That night, I sat quietly in my room. I looked at everything around me, the clothes people admired, the things people envied, and suddenly none of it looked beautiful anymore. It looked heavy, heavy with guilt, heavy with secrets, heavy with the truth I had been avoiding. I hadn't built a beautiful life. I had built a beautiful illusion. And here is the twist most people don't expect. I was never caught, not once. No alarms, no police, no public humiliation. But the truth is, sometimes the worst prison isn't the one with bars. It's the one inside your conscience. From that day, something in me changed. I realized something powerful. The lifestyle I thought I wanted was never really about the clothes or the luxury. It was about respect. It was about feeling worthy. It was about wanting to prove that my life could also be beautiful. But stealing didn't give me that. It only gave me temporary shine and permanent fear. So I made a decision, a quiet one, not something I posted online, not something I told the world. I decided to start building a life that was actually mine. Maybe slower, maybe simpler, but honest. Because I finally understood something important. A life you steal might look glamorous for a moment, but the life you build with patience, hard work, and integrity, that kind of life shines in a way no stolen thing ever could. And sometimes I sit and wonder, how many people are out there right now chasing a lifestyle that looks perfect on the outside while secretly losing themselves just to keep the illusion alive? Before I end this story, I want to ask you something. Have you ever chased a lifestyle so badly that you almost lost yourself trying to get it? Sometimes the things that look beautiful on the outside carry the heaviest secrets on the inside. My story is a reminder that no stolen life will ever feel as peaceful as a life built with honesty. If this story touched you or made you think twice about the choices we make for the sake of appearances, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more real and powerful stories like this. And tell me in the comments, what would you have done if you were in my position?